Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to show off my Marathon logoed mask. These are pretty cool. We're down on the production floor. We're headed over to the service department. Hope everyone had a good weekend. All right, now I'm going to take this off. Social distancing and wearing masks. Something we're doing here at Marathon. Yeah, how's my audio this morning, everybody? As you can see, this is the cabinetry shop right here. A lot going on this morning. I was just over looking at some of the laminates that are over there. These parts right here look like a lot of 38. A lot of these are ready to head over to the laminate shop themselves. Yeah, so let's head over to service. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Going to show you a couple of really cool things that are going on over in the service department. Some new cockpit seats and then a full remodel on Coach 1030. A coach that we weren't able to do a video on. That's something right there. We are right here in the breezeway between the production floor and then where Armand is standing is in the service department. Armand, if you want to pan over and show everybody where you're standing versus where I am. A lot going on in here in service this morning. I saw Mike McGill over there. I know Wes offered me some banana bread earlier. I'll probably hit that up after the show. Yeah, so 10:30, we're going to go inside and take a look at that remodel. But before we do that, let's go look at these new cockpits. Only going to go inside. This is Coach 1143. You know what? I'll show you a really cool detail of 1143. Look at these rub rails. These rub rails are painted burl wood, and then that theme extends onto the headlight assembly. And come on over here, you can see these rub rails all the way down the coach. And the theme runs on the back of the coach. It's very unique to 1143. So that's really a cool thing, is to see that burlwood trim all over this coach. It adds a very unique element, theme to 1143. Now, we're only going to go inside the cockpit because I want you to see these new seats. And it's a little dark. I turned the lights on, but see if I can turn on a little bit more here. That didn't help, did it, guys? Okay. Here, I'll let you get over this way, Armand. Take a look at that pilot seat. Now, I believe this is also something that Marathon can do. This is vegan leather. It is a synthetic leather that feels, wears, and lasts like a real leather. You cannot tell that this is fantastic stuff. Beautiful seats. Embroidery. Of course, the Marathon logo is on there. Stick with us, you guys. I know there's a lot of you still jumping on. We're going to head over and take a look at a remodel coach. But look at this co-pilot seat. So beautiful. I know the owners are watching or might be watching this morning. So a very good choice on it. Just, you know, I love the two-tone in this and this pattern. This is something that Armand was making reference to before we went live. We've seen a lot of different inserts in the seats. This one's got this arrow pointed down and this arrow pointed back here. Adds a really cool detail to the seats. This is one of the best upgrades in a coach you can do, is upgrading the pilot and the co-pilot seat in your cockpit. Whether it be to the newer technology with the 3-point harness or just upgrading the leather and the fabrics in your cockpit. That's one thing that Marathon, Florida, Texas, and here at the mothership in Coburg, Oregon, that's something that all of our departments really do well. So if you are anywhere in the country, and you're thinking about making an upgrade to your coach, this is one for you to consider because it really refreshes the cockpit, and also you have the ability to make it your own or add the Marathon logo, as you can see here in the seat. Very, very cool, and congratulations to this fantastic couple, the owners of 1143. All right, we're gonna head on down to 1030. Actually, you know what? Let's turn around here. Let's look at this. I'll tell you what, the owner of this coach, he had this ceramic coated, and I don't know if you can tell. This is coach 959, you guys. So this coach had, this is the original paint job on this coach, and he had it ceramic coated. It just looks beautiful, and it's not even clean. And that's one of the things about, and you know, I talked to him briefly about it, but I've talked to a lot of people about ceramic coating. Let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of on the fence about it, but then I see a coach like this that's been professionally ceramic coated, you know, as far as a wax, and of course you don't do that to a new coach because you want the paint to cure. There's all kinds of different products out there too, and I am just not up on what it is, but when I see this coach out in the natural light, might not be showing too well on the camera, but man, this is a fantastic coach, and the paint just really shines because of the finishing that that the owner did after they purchased it. All right, we're gonna head on down and see 1030. So there is no Marathon Monday show on 1030. Very good reason. Before we could even do a show, that coach sold. It's right in that niche of very popular coaches. This was, and I say was, and I'm going to show you that in a second, this was a bunk coach. Behind me. So yeah, sure enough, you guys, 1030, there is no video from Marathon Mondays. However, if you Google search Marathon Coach number 1030, you will see a corporate video on this, and you'll be able to see what it looked like before. But we were not able to do a before because we jumped on the remodel right away. Let's go check it out. All right, first thing we're going to show you. Thanks for letting us invade your space, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, this floor. This is a brand new floor. Rob and Wes were working on it. I think it finished, Greg, what do you think, over a week ago?
It's been about a week and a half.
Been about a week and a half. Beautiful choice in this coach. Probably the number one thing that made this coach, which is, I think, coming up on 15 years old, that really made this coach stand out to look more modern, to look newer, is replacing the tile that was on in this coach, and you'll see it if you Google the video, to this new floor. And of course, we've got protective runners down because there's a lot of work happening in here. Take a look at this sofa. I think the sofa backs are new, and the this has a booth dinette. You don't see that too often in a Marathon anymore, unless it's a custom. And you guys already know I'm a big fan of the booth because you can fit a lot of people in there. It also extends out to add more room. Now, the big thing about this remodel is this was a bunk coach. And the key to our COO, our Chief Operating Officer, Steve Irvin, he told me one thing when I first started with Marathon, is that we do remodels to make it look like that's how it was originally built. And that is very, very true. Greg is working on the bunks to turn it to a closet. When this gets done, and we will show you again before the customer takes the coach, when this gets done, this bunk house will look like a closet. And it's already starting to do that. If you take a look, this had 2 bunks in it, and this is going to be completely converted to a very large closet. And you can see this was able to hold 2 adults in bunks. And this whole area is going to be a huge closet. And that is one thing that's really popular about this era of coach. Whether it had a closet originally, people are changing it to bunks if they need bunks. Or if they had bunks and they want a closet like this family, it's becoming a huge area. What's up, boys?
What up, Mel?
I was just showing your floor, Rob.
I see that. I heard that actually.
Yes, Rob Angelo, the heavenly hands of Rob Angelo touched this floor. Washer, dryer, very cool. We're not going to get in their space. I know, Rob, you're working on the carpet in the closet, correct?
Yes, sir.
So not only does this coach have this now what's going to be a massive closet right here, but Rob Angelo's back there putting new carpet in the rear closet. Lots of storage. Also, one of the things that a lot of people love about this era of coach is a full-size residential refrigerator with matching cabinetry fronts. You get the full-size refrigerator, and of course I'm a fan of the ice and water in the doors, but you also get the finished look of the cabinetry, which is something that a lot of people really like. I like it because it makes it look really finished, and this is going to be such a bright coach when it gets completed, mostly because of this floor reacting with the cabinetry and the walls, which is a light taupe or tan, for the lack of a better term, in this coach. One other thing that we're going to show you right now, but you won't really be able to realize it until it's done, is this area right here. So this area right here is going to be 2 recliners and this little pop-up side table. I'm only going to tease it right now because it's hard to visualize it when you don't have the recliners in here. This, of course, is an X model, so it does have it's going to have the co-pilot seat right here that swivels around. However, I believe the family wanted 2 seats right here that were fixed for the salon. And so what they did was they made the occasional table smaller, and as you see, it's stowable because right now it's against the wall. It pops up like this. It's going to be a great finish. Wait until you see this coach when it's completed, because there's going to be a lot of really neat elements. Number one, yeah, very nice. Number one being that closet. That closet is going to be something else. Changing it from bunks to a closet. Hey, look at that. Thank you, Sam. Look at that backlit table. That's just beautiful. Look how warm that lighting is. Accent lighting. It's just beautiful. So that's, we love the remodel shows on Marathon Mondays because it really shows you how you can reimagine a coach to be your own. We've profiled several couples that have done it, and we've given people all over the country and the world ideas with your coach on what you can do to remodel or reimagine your coach. And that's exactly what this family is doing. They bought this coach because it had good bones and they loved the floor plan with some changes. They came in here. The changes are being made in the same building, a lot of times by the same guys that originally built this coach. The upholstery is being redone by the same guys, the same crew. I say guys, but I mean the men and women of our upholstery team. It's the same people that built this coach originally 15 years ago. And so what that tells me, and from my experience, as I cover my microphone, apologies, we're doing it right. We're doing it, and when the finished product will look like that's the original floor plan for this coach. Not bunks, a closet. Not a larger table and one chair, but two chairs over here. So that's one of the biggest things about having Marathon do the remodel, is that it's going to be done right, and it's going to be done so that it looks original. It doesn't look like a Band-Aid was put on a wound after you fell off your big wheel on the street. Rob, you ever rock a big wheel on the street?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Big wheels, very, very underused these days. No video games. We don't want to play video games. Let's go back outside. All right, you guys. So that's Coach 1030. We're gonna take a look at this guy right when it's completed, and I think it's going to be completed within the next couple of weeks. So looking forward to that. Be yourself and do good things. Take care of yourself. We're coming up on Christmas, so I hope everything is going well with you. Reach out to me. This is a great time to get into a coach. I have a pre-owned coach that I think we're going to show next week. We're going to show it down here this morning. That's Coach 1262. So make sure you check us out. That's an H3 double slide. Check us out next week. We're going to show that coach. It's over getting an alignment this morning. So you got a couple of weeks before the end of the year, or for the lack of a better term, before the new year. So if you're looking to get into a coach, if you're looking for a tax write-off, if you're looking to upgrade, MALW, M-A-L-W, at marathoncoach.com. Reach out to me. I'll give you my phone number. We can talk on the phone about getting you an autographed picture of Kurt Nelson. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Getting you into a new marathon or an upgraded marathon, or just letting me help you do your research. Like I said, be yourself and do good things, and we'll see you next Monday. Thanks for hanging out with us.